people? Hello, welcome. What's up? What's good? What's going on? All that good, wonderful stuff. How's it going? So, I think did all this right. We'll see. I'm not sure, but it's okay. It's our time together. We can have fun. Um, I am. Well, good afternoon, Brenda. Oh, it is. It is afternoon. It's 12:40 here, so it's probably later for you. A lot later. Are you a day ahead? I always you're. I always think that you're somewhere you're not. So never mind. I don't think you're a day ahead of me. You might be, but I don't think you are. So yeah. Welcome, 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 everyone. We're going to have fun. I figured I'm just going to share with everyone publicly some of the stuff that I do for my subscribers because I can, because it's the holidays. It's the holidays. Well, hello. Welcome. It's the holidays, and why not? Why not share? Sharing is caring. Hello, Diane. Is it Guinevere? I like it. Hello, Diana. Hola. And yes, we know each other from Magica back in the day when it was actually a forum. Hello, Brianna. So I'm just, I know. Oh my gosh. There. Okay. Oh, I did do it right. Good, good. Okay, so this is going to be for Monday. We'll prepare. So this is going to be for Monday, which is tomorrow here, the 20th. And we're gonna work with Ask and It Is Given. Those were the days. I I miss Magica. Like, uh, I like the forum style. I like the ability to engage when people actually talked, that had conversations and topics and debates and arguments and all of it. Yes, we fought, but that it was so fun. It was so fun. All of the conversations and the learning, I learned so much. I grew so much. Not just magically, but like as a person, because I was able to actually connect with people and learn about that type of relationship dynamic. So it was so fun. It was so fun. Well, hello, Elisa. Good to see you. Okay, so y'all, let's take some time to focus on your breathing. Take some time to Did I say hi, Brianna? I think I did. Well, hello, Ali. I have a Facebook group, y'all, and it's like crickets. It's not the same. People don't talk. And it's really hard for me because like I'm doing like 100 different things. People expect you to people want you to lead everything. Well, hello, Katrina. um People want you to lead everything, but it's like the group is there for us to have conversations, so if you want to learn something, or if you're learning something, or if you have questions about something, you know uh ask. But people are always waiting for the admin to start a discussion or something. I don't know. I have a Facebook group and I would love for people to engage more and talk more. It's just really hard for some reason to get people to do that. I don't know, but yeah, I do have one. I have too many, because I always get so excited, because I come from the days where there was many like forums, there's many we had forums and chat groups and all kinds of things, and so I love that. I love that feel, that style. But I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. It's called the Deviant Grimoire, I believe, on Facebook. I'll post the group later. I'll post it. So yeah. Okay, y'all. I'm rambling and I'm shuffling and I'm rambling and I'm shuffling, and the coffee is kicking in, so we're having a good day. So take some time to ground and center. Take some time to focus on your breathing. Pay attention to your heartbeat. Call in your spirits, your guides, your gods, your allies, your ancestors. Call in all the good shit for your highest and best. Call it in. Whatever you connect with, whoever you connect with. Not my business, but focus on it. Bring it in. It makes you happy, right? Call the energy in. And when you're ready, go ahead and comment one, two, or three, the first number that pops into your head, the first number that you're inspired to express, one, two, or three. Or if you don't want to participate publicly, you do not have to. Write it down, take notes. So one, two, or three, the first number that pops into your head. Oh my gosh, I love that we can be like goofy. I can't be serious ever, like all the time. It's just challenging. So I like to let my hair down. One, two, or three, the first number that pops into your head, and just remember, well, hello, Carla Johnson, Alice, thank you for being here. Just remember, all three cards are part of our collective reading. The card that you choose is a focal piece, so it helps you take a collective experience and make it a little more personal. The other two cards are supporting cards for you. So one, two, or three, let's get into this. And just remember, y'all, I'm rambling, I know. Just remember that this is our experience. This is our time together, so we get to share it together. And so it's not about me, it's about all of us. So, hello, Loretta. Um, so feel free to share your thoughts, your perceptions, and be open to engaging and just having fun and learning and growing and supporting. All that stuff. Well, hello, Elizabeth. Welcome, Janice. Okay, so are you ready? Are you ready for this? I wish I had like sound effects besides my own, because not that great. But I wish I could press like a button and then here's a noise, like a crowd cheering or something. That would be so fun. I would not know how to do that, but it would be so fun. So the first card that we have today. Ooh, well, hello. And I'll post these cards later too so you can see the pictures. I am a vibrational transmitter and receiver. I am a vibrational transmitter and receiver. Y'all, my head is not right. So I am a vibrational transmitter and receiver. What does that say to you? How does that make you feel? What pops up? Like when you think about it, just for a moment, don't even judge it. I am a vibrational transmitter and receiver. What does that say? What does that mean? What's going on here? So, in every moment, you are broadcasting a very specific vibrational signal that is instantly being understood and answered, and immediately your tinfoil hat. Okay, thank you. Hilarious. Yes. I mean, that's funny. So in every moment you are broadcasting a very specific vibrational signal that is instantly being understood and answered, and immediately your present and future circumstances begin changing in response to the signal you are projecting. The entire universe right now is being affected by what you are offering. What does that say to you? That it's a little overwhelming, but a little like exciting, like a lot exciting actually. But what does that say to you? How does that make you feel? I like the fact that, I am a vibrational transmitter and receiver, and that, we're all energy. Everything is energy. We are interacting with energy vibrating at different rates, to be made manifest, to be a little more solid, a little more, wispy or whatever. It's all vibration, it's all energy. And so to interpret it, it has to vibrate at distinct rates, right? So so we are constantly putting out there all kinds of energies, right? All kinds of vibrations, and it's being received. And I think that, we can't be positive like 100% of the time, because oh my goodness, that's just not how this world works, and that's okay. But we can be more conscious, we can be more aware of what we do with our own energy and how we respond, even if we're doing really terrible at it. Like it's like the hoops are down and the bitch wants to come out for you. Like I'm done, I'm angry, I'm frustrated. Like we can try and we can keep trying, to do better, right? And so, but I recognize when I'm in those moments where I'm frustrated, like I recognize, like, you know what? I am responsible for my energy. I am responsible for what I do next. So maybe I don't lash out. Yes, I feel frustrated. I feel my anger. I feel that and I acknowledge it and I am not going to deny it. But I also know that if I take this anger and if I project it and if I take my anger and if I lash out, that's just going to it's going to escalate things. It's going to make things a lot worse. It's going to make more of anger, right? It's going to birth and expand upon more anger, right? And not just for me, whoever I'm directing it towards. Okay. And so I'm conscious of that. Sometimes I don't win. Sometimes I'm just like, okay, screw all of that. Here's the anger. Let's go. We're going. We're fighting, right? But that's okay. That's just life. But with what this is saying, is that it's all energy. And so when we're aware of this, when we're aware of what we're putting out there and how it may affect others and really how it will affect us, because yes, it's important to be conscious of what other people are feeling and what we do to other people, but like as we do that to them, as we share that energy with them and it influences them and maybe it hurts them, it hurts us too. It loves us too, whatever it is, so we must pay attention to that because in the long run, we're all interconnected, right? And so what we do to others, we do to ourselves. Something to consider, something to be mindful of. Oh my gosh. Let me see. Our energy put out, our vibrations, we receive what we put out. Yes, and in different ways. We don't always receive the same thing, right? Sometimes, but we do receive it. Energy is ebb and flow. So what we put out, what we give, we receive something in return. For sure. Love, peace, and magic. Yes. Let's see. What you put out into the universe comes back to you. Yes. Like what we participate in. We can Why can't I talk today? We can recover quickly. I love it. Ripple effect. Yes, yes. Well, thank you for being here, Amanda. Thank you. Oh my gosh, it is so cute. What is that? Is that a dog? Sorry, I got distracted. That is so cute. Oh my goodness. What is that? That is freaking adorable. Um, Force recoils. Well, good afternoon, Pamela. Welcome. So let's card one. Okay. Card one, keep in mind, I'm a vibrational transmitter and receiver. So it's a fox. What the hell? You have a fox? Is that yours? Or is it just a picture? It's so pretty. Oh my gosh. Sorry, let's just take a moment to appreciate the freaking fox, y'all. What the hell? I want a fox. No, I don't. I don't want a fox. No. That is so freaking cute. So I have a vibrational transmitter and receiver. Card one. Let's keep that in mind as we progress to card two. Okay. So card two. Okay, I was like, wait a minute here. It's so cute. So to receive what I want, I must not push against unwanted. Ooh, I like this. I do. To receive what I want, I must not push against unwanted. So what does that say to you? This oh, this is probably the most challenging thing for many of us. I find for some reason, I think it's like upbringing, society, like we're trained at a young age to focus on what we don't want so easy, right? So to receive what I want, I must not push against unwanted. So this is an expanding universe. Hello. And all things must be allowed. In other words, for you to understand and experience what you desire, you must understand that which you do not desire. For in order to be able to choose and focus, both must be present and understood. Ooh. So what does that say to you? Let's have a conversation about this. What does that say to you? How does that make you feel? I needed this because today I took something some mean girl said in a group and took them down the rabbit hole, and I'm not, oh my goodness. But sometimes, it feels good. Sometimes it feels good to be like, you know what? We're gonna drag you because, but it's like a temporarily feeling of goodness, but lessons learned. We can take a step back and focus on something better. Um, Live, love, beautiful experiences teaches. Yes. So to receive what I want, I must not push against unwanted. And this, like, tranquil, I oh, I feel like I wasn't ready for our friendship when we met. Like, I feel like a lot of the things that you've taught me, I am now, as I'm getting more experience in life. I'm not going to say as I get old, but as I get more experience in life, I appreciate so much more, and I become more of that, like that stillness, that tranquilness, right? Oh, I just feel like I wasn't ready. But I'm glad that those seeds were planted because it's like now I'm able to appreciate that more. Um, and let people be who they are. And so it's to receive what I want, I must not push against unwanted. What does that say to you? What I feel it is expressing to us is that mind our business. Mind our business. It's like we can focus on what we desire, what we love, and give life to that, give love to that, right? And then when something pops up that we don't want or that causes friction, we tend to like superimpose that into everything, and we tend to focus on that too much, and we give life to that, and we activate all the things we don't like, we don't want, right? But the true beauty here is that it's not meant to do that. When something comes up to cause friction, when something comes up that we don't want, it's there to remind us. It's there to say, hey, look, this is something that's here. It's causing a little friction, a little challenge, a little struggle. Do you still want what you want? Like, do you still want this thing over here? Yes, I do. Well, be grateful for it, appreciate it, live it, embrace it more because you're not doing it. And so when something that we don't want comes up, it's just a reminder that, hey, we need to turn around and focus on what we do want. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you. I appreciate you coming up, that struggle, that challenge. I appreciate it because you reminded me that, hey, I need to spend my time over here focusing on what I love, what I appreciate, what I really enjoy out of life. Does that make sense? And so I think that that's something we really need to be more mindful of. Like, we don't have to push against unwanted. We don't have to focus in on, I don't like all of these things. No, we can let it be what it is and focus on what we do enjoy. To receive what we want, we need to embrace what is not wanted sometimes. Yeah. And the thing is like, I would love for love, acceptance, and all kinds of equality to be there for everyone at all times, and I can work on that in my life. I can work on love and acceptance, equality, and showing and holding space for that in my life, right? But I also recognize that other people aren't there yet. I recognize that other people may be ignorant and hateful and not educated, or not just unaware, right? Ignorant. Um, I don't have to focus on their ignorance. I get to focus on the solution in my life. I get to focus on holding a space for love and acceptance and beauty in my life. And so if I get out of myself, right, if I take a step and focus on all of the ignorance and the hate that they're projecting, well, I'm not living my truth anymore. I'm pushing against that unwanted. It's a reminder that I get to create a space of love. I get to create a space of wanted. I get to create a space for people that's inclusive, and I get to learn to be better for myself and my community, right? And so I have to take time to recognize that what these people are doing with their ignorance or hate, that's them, that's on them. I don't have to engage with it. I can choose to do my best to be aware of what I want to be a part of. Hopefully I'm making sense. I feel like I'm rambly. Um, I believe it's looking at what you don't like and ask if it's because you really don't want it or because you do like it but don't understand why you do. Totally can be that as well. Absolutely. I like that. I like that you shared that too. Thank you. Yeah, it definitely can. Because sometimes what we don't want, it's like, oh, there's something there. There's a lesson there. Always. Whether it helps us define what we do want, it always helps us. Like what we don't want, that unwanted energy, it always helps us define what we do want, whether it is saying, hey, keep on the path that we're on, or whether it's saying, look, the path that we're on, no longer for us. It's time to deviate, right? So unwanted is growth oriented, but we need to be mindful of not staying there. Accept what is and live in your awareness. For sure. I love it. This card is a classic. The universe is neutral and doesn't know the negative intention as humans do. Yeah, negative, positive, it's all judgment. Um, if you focus on what you don't want, the universe can just hear um, that topic and give it to you. Yeah. This is why it's important to learn to think opposites. You don't want to be lonely. Think not, I don't want to be alone, but think I'm finding people and friends now. Yes, absolutely. And that's the thing. It's like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for being here, y'all. I know I'm rambling, but I think that we're having a good time. So let's just process. I think that it's good to remember that they're interconnected. The not wanting something and the wanting, the desire of it, right? So let's say like your example, Elisa. Um, I don't want to be lonely. Well, right connected, right there is I have people and love in my life and friends. I have what I desire, right? It's all there. It's connected. But if you see us at the center of it, we're turned in and tuned into I don't want to be lonely. I am lonely. I hate being alone, right? All that stuff. So we're walking towards the not the unwanted. We're pushing against it and we're giving it our attention, we're giving it our energy, we're giving it life. But right there, if we simply, like, again, I'm a vibrational transmitter and receiver. If we look back, we're conscious of our energy. Oh wow, I'm so tuned into the not wanting things. What if I just turned around and looked at what I wanted and turned around to realize it's right there. I just have to focus on it. I just have to give activation to it. I have to invest into it. I have to walk towards it. I'm spending too much time walking towards the unwanted. Thank you for that. Now it's time to focus and walk towards what I do actually want, right? Um, create the tendency to focus on what you don't we do want by directing thoughts towards what you do want. Renounce the negative feelings for sure. uh yeah, absolutely. The art of picking and choosing our reaction and requirements with every experience, good and bad. Yes, yes, and it takes time. And that's the thing. It's like, we learn. Maybe we didn't choose so gracefully at one point, but a situation like that will come up again, and we'll be put in a position where we can choose to be a little more graceful, you know, and choose it. And I feel like that's kind of how we heal the past too. Does that make sense? I feel like, oh, I had a really bad breakup relationship, like a friendship, right? And it was really terrible. And I was an asshole, maybe it was me. It's always everyone. It's not just one person, but maybe it was me. Maybe I said things, because I was young and ignorant, and I just blah, right? And I hate looking back. It's like, oh, I hate how I handled that situation, but that was who I was in that moment, so I can't take it back. But as I grow, as I learn, as I heal, as I love, as I accept, I can now be put in a position where maybe I'm in a similar situation, and then I handle that the way I am now. I get to handle that better. And so that allows me to send that energy back to the past and heal that part of me. That situation. Does that make sense? So I do feel like, when we keep choosing to be better at any given situation, when we choose to heal, when we choose these things, the solution, we bring healing across the board to our past and our future, and our present. So ask yourself regularly where you are so you can adapt with anything that is in our environment. Yes, yes, Yes. Oh my gosh, you guys are commenting. I love it. Ah, so much to read. The universe sometimes doesn't need our human meddling and will fix things without our foolish ideas. Oh, humans. Oh, humans. I'm usually the voice of reason, but when they're being mean about someone who's, yeah, yeah, we get that. And it's life. Oh my gosh, me too. Same. But I still buy lots of yarn. um, I know, yeah. I've been more aware of what I invest in. It's like, oh, I don't need that. Like I love tarot decks, like I love them, and I'm blessed with them, and I use them here. I use them in business, but I used to buy them like crazy, and now it's like I am a little more discerning as to what I invest in. I want things, but do I want it because other people have it and I feel like I should want it too? Or is it really something that's going to add to my life, add to my practice? Is it something I'm going to gain from, right? Yeah, I like that. Feed the positive energy. Pain is a warning sign, so it grabs our attention more than comfort, happiness, and peace. It's human nature to avoid pain, so easier to push against unwanted. Yeah, yeah, it is, and we support that. I think as a society, like as a mass society, we support that. We support focusing on being unhappy. We support, all this, the negative parts, because I think it's I don't know. I'm not going to try to be like conspiracy theory or anything, but it's a form of disempowerment. It's keeping people disempowered. It's keeping people in a certain place. Like if we focus on the negative, if we teach to focus on the bad so much, then we don't train people and the groups of people to focus on the good, to focus on being happy, to focus on joys, to focus on, hey, there's a solution. The only thing with that is most likely, like 99.99% of the time, they're counterfeit decks. They're fake, and so the creators, the artists, they don't get the support. They don't get, it's not a real deck, which is unfortunate. Okay. Okay, let's get to card three. Gets to card three. Here we go. Here we go. So, ooh, card three. When I reverse the thought, I reverse the condition. When I reverse the thought, I reverse the condition. Huh. There is no condition so severe that you cannot reverse it by choosing different thoughts. However, choosing different thoughts requires focus and practice. I think focus and practice have really popped up for us today. Um, if you continue to focus as you have been, to think as you have been, and to believe as you have been, then nothing in your experience will will change. I know, Diana. It's too good to be true. I know. I was like, oh, exciting. And like, oh no. So there is no condition so severe that you cannot reverse it by choosing different thoughts. However, choosing different thoughts requires focus and practice. If you continue to focus as you have been, to think as you have been, and to believe as you have been, then nothing in your experience will change. Ooh, so what does that say to you? How does that make you feel? What pops up for you when this is expressed? Like what's going on here? I really like this because it's just reminding each and every one of us. And again, feel free to share your thoughts like we've been. What does that say to you? It's really reminding us that y'all, we are powerful. And I don't say powerful in like a egoic an ego driven way. And I don't say powerful in a negative way, because a lot of times people are like, I want power, and it's like just very gross. But we are all a part of divinity. There's divinity within us, and we are powerful, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with understanding that we're powerful beings, that we are. It's a healthy understanding, right? And so I think that this reading is definitely showing us that we are capable of so much more than what we give ourselves credit for, and that it really simply begins with a choice, a decision to invest into ourselves, and that with practice, with effort, I can change my life. I can change how I see things. I can perceive differently. And as I perceive differently, I open the pathways for newness, for growth, for that which I seek. Okay. Um it's hard to push through our reactions to see the larger goings ons. Yeah, but worthwhile for sure. Let's see. I think it's like water. It never flows backward. It moves fluidly around things until the constant effort moves the blockages out of our way and we can pick up speed. I like that. Personal power is individual and allows us to pick and choose what is our journey. Before speaking, pass thoughts through the mind and activate one's filter. I like that. So, when I reverse the thought, I reverse the condition. So it's like if I have, let's say, maybe there's something going on in my life that is a little, not the greatest. I don't like the way it feels, right? I want to change it. Well, what am I thinking about? What do I think about the situation, right? Let me reverse it a little. Let me go back. Like, how did I come to this thought? Why do I believe this? Why do I think this? And then when I get to that, I can then choose, well, what can I initiate into my life to change that thought? How can I see things differently? And I want us all to recognize that it takes time. I'm not going to tell you that it's going to take you 100 years, 10 years, 5 years. It can take you 5 minutes. Who knows? Everything's different. It just depends. Everyone's different, but it takes time. We will be presented with these challenges so we can respond in a way that is different. And I think and I think that that's so important to recognize. That's why we go through like repeat patterns at times so we can choose differently. And again, this is why it mirrors. I'm a vibrational transmitter and receiver. We go back to the beginning. That's why it mirrors this card, because it's like things take time to change. And so when something is activated again, before I just go for it, let me take a step back. Let me listen. How do I want to respond? So like in the relationship, like a friendship that I had, like if I was responding negatively, and now I've processed things, I've learned to be better for myself, and I've grown a little wiser, and I can handle that situation differently. So when it is activated again, I can go back and remember, oh, this is how I handled it before. I don't want to handle it like that. I am responsible for my energy. I choose to handle it differently so I can break free of that cycle, so I can be open to receiving something better, because I don't want to live there and I don't want to share that with anyone else. I don't want to, co-create that with them. Does that make sense? So when we change the way we think and react to situations, we change the outcome. Yes. Yes. Repose is the master of agitation, right? So I really like this. So when I reverse the thought, I reverse the condition. Guess what? If I don't like, if something's going on I don't like, there's a thought attached to it. There's a thought attached to it. There's an emotion attached to it. And to let me get to the core of it, let me figure that out, and let me reverse that. Let me start focusing on the solution. Let me start focusing on what I love. Let me give time for that. Let me make time for that. Let me create time for that. So, what are these cards saying to you today? All three cards. I am a vibrational transmitter and receiver. To receive what I want, I must not push against unwanted. And when I reverse the thought, I reverse the condition. Something else that popped into my head as we pull this together is that just because someone in our friend group is doing something, just because they're somewhere, doesn't mean we have to participate. It doesn't mean we have to support that. We can allow them to make, I mean, we obviously should be allowing people to make their own choices for themselves, but we also don't have to participate or condone. We can say, look, this is your life, these are your choices, you can do that, but I cannot participate because I don't choose that for myself. Okay, I choose this. I'm not going to push against the unwanted. I'm not going to try and change you. I That's not my place. but I'm also not going to initiate and condone and participate and invite the energy in. I'm going to focus on what I love about my life and myself, right? So we are energies, and we are transmitting at all times. We are also receiving, so it's also important to be mindful of what we allow in our space. And it's what we allow in our space, whether it's people, situations, experiences, whatever it is. What do we allow ourselves to engage in, and to also be open to many right ways. Just because I don't agree with something doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Just because I don't agree with something doesn't mean that it's not for someone else, right? Just because something doesn't agree with me doesn't mean that it's not for other people, right? So mind my business, mind our business, focus on our lives, our life path, and what we enjoy. And focus on the thoughts that are invested in the support of where we're headed, and invested into what we want to be a part of. And let other people do what they want to do, and be aware of the friction that comes up to help us redefine what we want to be participating in. But don't get carried away in the unwanted. Don't get carried away in the negative, and start focusing more on the solutions of life. All right. Boom. Hello. Well, hey. Hey, why isn't it playing? It's not playing. Oh well. So with that being said, I hope that you can take something from this. I hope you can utilize it. Thank you so much for we are in control of our actions and reactions. We have the ability to choose what we focus on. Yeah. And ooh, 1111. And that's the thing. We are in control. We do have the ability. We are not powerless. Even if we don't choose what we would like to, like maybe we are handling a situation in a way that's not that great, and we can recognize that, but we're still choosing that. That's still a choice. Like no one is choosing for us. We get to choose how we respond, how we participate. No one takes that power from us, always, right? Always we get to decide. So always remember that you are powerful, you are strong, you choose. And when you don't want to choose something, you can choose differently. When you're ready to choose differently, you can choose differently, always. And work towards it, right? So, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for participating. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And I look forward to sharing more. If you enjoy this, please consider supporting this experience, whether it's a blessing via PayPal or my Amazon wish list, or subscribing to my newsletter, or just, letting people know about my stuff. That helps too. Whatever you can do, whatever you're able to do, that is, I am blessed. I love it. I appreciate it. All of it helps. It really does. The more that we connect and comment, it helps. It helps social media really for me to get the business out there. All of it. I love what I do. I really do. So I appreciate everyone being a part of this and sharing your thoughts, because that makes all the difference. It really does. And to let everyone know, I think I have a couple spots left for poppets. I'm crocheting poppets, and until maybe, I think I'll bring it back maybe in February. I'm not sure. Um, can you get stars on Facebook? I don't know. I have no idea. That's all that's new to me. I'll have to check. I don't know. Um, but yeah, I have a couple spots. I only ship in the US, y'all, right now. I really apologize. I don't know. I wish I could ship elsewhere. I mean, I could, but the shipping is just ridiculous. Like the laws and everything is hiking up in price, which that's life. Um but yeah, right now I'm just focused on US orders, because I've had a few terrible, not people outside of US, but just experiences with post office shipping, and it's just it's a challenge. So if you want a poppet, which I create for you, I bless, I charge. It's not a toy, it's a tool, a magical ally. You're more than welcome to message me and see if I have time for that. I have a few more spots available, and then I'll be stopping that until probably February, probably. Thank you. Thank you. It happens. You know, we're trained to think that way a lot. So it just takes practice. Start focusing. Like when you get to that place where you think, "Oh, I'm in a negative." I keep thinking negatively. Well, what can I focus on that helps me get out of that? Like what's that? What's like a thought process? Let me just think of an affirmation. Um, let me do something that can snap me out of it and let me feel a little better. Right? Just takes time, takes practice. So again, thank you all for being here. I appreciate you, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.